Alright, hello everybody. Spleen Thief here, obviously. Welcome to Doki Literature Club Plus. I downloaded this game about a week ago, but I just haven't set anything up to record it. So, as you can see here, I got my mic set up, got my shitty mouse and headset. So, anyway. This game is not for those that are easily disturbed or, younger than 18. For some reason it didn't record those. There's my mouse. I couldn't see it for a second. Right. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. I don't want spoilers. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Well, this music's nice. This game is not suitable for children and those that are easily disturbed. Okay, so I have seen the original one, but this is Literature Club Plus, I think. Let me check my Steam page real quick. Yes, this is Doki Literature Club Plus. So I don't know what to expect in this. Please enter your name. Spleen. Just Spleen. Where's my mouse? There it is. Just Spleen. My voice. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance. Wave her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Bring this down a little. That girl is Sayori. Sayori? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna say Sayori. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Actually, let me check the settings real quick. Alright. Text speed way up. Let's turn down the sound volume, the sound. Enable content warnings. Nah, we don't need warnings. There we go. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep. Oh, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh god. Yoink. You have no nose. Unless this tiny little thing right there is your nose. I don't know. Anywho. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said like you were thinking about ignoring me. Maybe because I was. That's mean, Spleen. Love it. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, and I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. Done. There's an itch on my nose. But you did wait for me after all. I can't do a female voice, like, I would expect her to have like a higher pitched voice, so. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the school, as we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Spleen, have you decided to join a club yet? On a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really... Oh, fuck. I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sort of likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I feel called out. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I was worried you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any social skills or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I don't know. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease my mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. That's me trying to get up in the morning. Clubs. Sorry, wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sorry? Sorry must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. No, what? Well, that you could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. Don't make promises you can't keep. And Natsuki made Natsuki? Natsuki. Yeah. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I think she's just an airhead. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay? Yes, let's go! I'm gonna save. Oh. Save. Oh. There we go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I whatever, I can't English. I follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new club member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. Oh shit. I can't remember your name. I want to say Yuki. It's either Yuri or Yuki. I don't know. Anywho. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. I don't like you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Spleen. What a nice surprise. Are you Natsuki? Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. She's alright. Meh. And meh. I don't like that you have pink eyes. Why is your hair, why are your eyes the only ones that don't match your hair? Anywho, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Oh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear when she turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. I don't have long hair, I can't play with it. Yuri, who keeps comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. I don't remember you. Where did we meet? It's great to see you again, Spleen. Monica smiles sweetly. Why do you pose like that? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Spleen. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I choose Sayori. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Well then, how about I make some tea as well? Tea? What kind? The girls have a few desks arranged for a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Something fell. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's... Oh, I already read this. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were this good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Made what herself? The icing or the cupcakes? This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? What? Made them for you or anything? I'm sorry, wait, what was that? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, dummy. Oh god. It's not a yandere, it's a tsundere. Already, I can already tell. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I haven't read a single book since high school. At least me personally. I don't know. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Ugh, how dare you. I meant that, I believe... oh, the fuck. The history. I believe you. Okay. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. That is true. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everybody.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
Ooh, ow.
I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three.
Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new club member joining.
Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Spleen, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. But the
manga?
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change.
What am I saying?
I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. That is not a sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like lots of things.
Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world around you, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Suri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poem? Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's the same for Yuri. That was me. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. I had something stuck in my throat. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time we all share them, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Spleen? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the normal topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh God. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Spleen. You all, I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. Then, I joined the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Suri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks. I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to class so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Spleen, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Spleen, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Suri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem most. Clumsy. Giggle. Charm. Eternity. Boop. Desire. Pout. Games. Email. Feather. Parfait. Headphones. Essence. Variance. Fester. Aura. Ribbon. Friends. Unstable. Explode. Ah, yes. Unstable friends explode. Hi again, Spleen. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Spleen. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into a literature club when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Ugh, ow, my knee. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck in between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plopped back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Spleen always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Spleen can become good friends too. Sayori? Nothing. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri, even though you brought something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's nothing really. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. Yeah. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I gotta move my computer up. No, I don't have to partially slouch down as far. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Like she's been waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. Yeah, I read manga, right? Oh wait, shit. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes? manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. I said it once yesterday. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably one of the most irritating sights in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of before in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Spleen. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why I'm scared. She shoves the book directly in my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire or striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall and leans me. She pats on the ground, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this? Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while hoping I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's just a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something like that if it didn't have plot? I mean, I guess I know what you're saying. Well, a lot of the beginning is just about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps to get you know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's what really makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? it sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Damn. Oh, huh? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. Speaking of saving. I haven't really had to make any choices, so. Actually, shit. I should have done the other one. Maybe I could have gone back and. Yeah. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Not suspicious at all. I just happened to get into baking around the same time. Oops, I accidentally pressed the button. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. They're definitely better than stabbing. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? That would certainly change that. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you... Oh, shit. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I was excited when I convinced any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You don't share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge you, much less friends who are also into it. I'm also kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger over on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting someone that you like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there, huh? Natsuki suddenly realizes how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say it mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever for you to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can read the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well then, that's everyone. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sarah and Micah enthusiastically pull out their poems. Stories on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. And this is where we're going to end part 1. So, this is honestly even a little bit of fun. Hi? My cat decided to walk up on me. So, this has been fun. I will see you guys in the next episode. I'll probably do 1 episode of this a week. You know, because I do have work. And I've got streams I've got to do on other games. So this will probably just be a weekly thing. But this has been rather fun. I will see you guys later.